I'd initially planned to run the Toronto Marathon, which happens in May, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna train for it. But I ended up getting a pretty nasty knee injury, which stopped me from being able to run for like about a month. But during that month, where I think the old me would have tried to find any reason not to run, and maybe even tried to use the injury as like an excuse, or as a sign that this wasn't meant for me, this is something that's probably too difficult for me, something that I never would have been able to achieve. That thought didn't cross my mind, and I realized that maybe through challenging myself with trying to undertake like a proper training block to run and do something this difficult, that I was seeing real changes in myself. And honestly, I was. So for about a month, I couldn't run. But when I couldn't run, I was like, you know what? I can't run, but I can go on a long walk, or I can do some knee rehab, or I can do other strength training, or I can hit the elliptical, or I can hit the stationary bike. I can do whatever. And I think that was one of the first lessons that deciding to run and deciding to try to race had taught me. And it was to show up in situations where I didn't want to, or even in situations where I felt like I had a reason to stop. And even though at times I couldn't find the motivation to push myself to do it, I knew that the only way I would truly feel content with myself, regardless of the result of the race, was if no matter what, I forced myself to do the training I had planned out for myself, not giving myself a shortcut, regardless of if the day felt good, which I had some good days, or if the day felt bad. I had a lot more bad days. That no matter what happened once I crossed the finish line, I would feel content in the fact that I didn't give myself an easy way out in these situations and force myself to work under unideal conditions just to see what would happen, just to see what I would learn outside of the race, outside of the training, and if I'd be able to apply that to anything else in my life.